Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on SMCI. As you can see, we have here something like a sell-off reaction. Nothing what I didn't expect, since we have here a make it or break it price level, aka squeeze trigger for SMCI. I will give you now an update here. Everything what I say is based on the chart and not financial advice. Yeah guys, I made already last week an update on SMCI on my Patreon because my members also asked me. So sometimes I will do videos on tickers like SMCI only on Patreon. Also, as you know, you get there access to all my short squeeze and breakout stocks. Yesterday, one of my stocks which I posted on Sunday squeezed more than 70%. That was not a major short squeeze, but of course I always try to predict breakouts and squeezes in the market. If you want to join in, guys, we have a few slots left. The full package membership is the membership where you get access to all my content and of course also to my swing trade and breakout stock predictions. Also member tutorials are available here, so check that out, guys. The link patreon.com/blackbelttrader is also available in the video description. Guys, the past 2 weeks I spent a lot of time to improve my indicators. I have a brand new RSI indicator here. And what we can see is that I have now here some ghost candles activated, and you can see here an orange candle and a yellow candle. So the orange candle is a strong sell signal. And after my indicator spotted this candle, you can see that SMCI started to crash in total, around 58%. And now my indicator mentioned here a bear alert. This is a hidden bearish signal that some bears coming in. And you can see the stock, of course, SMCI continued to raise here for 3 or 4 more days before we have the sell-off reaction, guys. I will show you also, of course, the drawings. You know, if you have really strong experience in trading, you usually don't need indicators, guys. I'm very honest with you, but indicators help you to understand trading signals, help you to spot them if you don't see them by yourself by using your naked eye. This indicator, guys, is available for purchase. The link is in the video description. So guys, then let's check now the drawings, which will confirm, of course, what the indicators are telling us, because what the indicators doing, they measure here, of course, some signals. But as I mentioned in my previous videos, we have here a very, very strong support or resistance, or at least for the short sellers, a very scary price zone for SMCI, which is $50.86. I mentioned that in my previous videos. As long as we stay above $50.86, we have a very high chance to see here a bigger squeeze for SMCI. My price goals, guys, are unchanged. As you know, we have here 2 price goals which the algos have to finish, and the first one is $84.50 and the second one $86.59. And for everybody who want to see here new all-time highs for SMCI, we have to break $96.12 in order to see a squeeze. This is unfortunately what the market makers do. They make you FOMO in, they make you believe that the squeeze start, and then they make a big pullback here. My indicator mentioned here the bears coming in. We had the gap up here, which I don't like, guys. I hate gap ups, but that was not the reason here. The alert was already 1 day before, and you can see that SMCI unfortunately now tanked down here of about in total 28%. So what is going on, guys? We have here a mini support in the chart, $43.45. I would not consider to say that this is a strong support, but it is a support. But as we know, when we switch to the 4 hours chart here, so there are also some open gaps in the chart. We know that we have now one open gap here at $42.85, and the next down gap which we have is waiting here at the supportive trend line, at this major support trend line here in the $32 range. This is here in the 4 hours chart. When we switch one more time back to the daily chart here, I can show you something again, guys, what my indicator is telling us here. We have here only this open gap here at $32.84 and lower. So we can close this one here. This is already done. And now what of course happened with the actual gap down which we had here 5th of August, guys. That was also the day when I released here a video on Patreon. That means, guys, that we have an open up gap waiting here at $56.79. So SMCI will come sooner or later, guys, back to $56 $2.73, which means again above the short squeeze trigger zone. So for now, when I disable now everything here, that we just focus on the candles. So there is nothing to worry, guys. Yeah, we have here a strong uptrend. We had this pullback here, we came back. We had this pullback here, we came back, and we came back. Now we have again a pullback, but you can see that we're still holding here something like an uptrend. This is unfortunately normal in the market, that the market makers create these kind of pullbacks. Yeah, and a lot of people, yeah, get scared and think the squeeze is over. When we see the structure here of this movement, the squeeze is not over yet. However, guys, it would be better for SMCI to come back as soon as possible above $50.86. So that's why I'd always recommend here to make yourself a mix between indicators and drawings, because this is not a strong support, $43.45. These EMA lines here, guys, are also not a strong support. You can see when the market is not very volatile. For example, here the white EMA line is also available in the video description, guys, if you want to use that indicator. This is something you see that the price is finding support, but only when the volatility is not strong enough. So the market makers always find here some price levels, and in my opinion, $50.86 is the most violent one, because when we find support here and get over this price with volume, I think that SMCI will start to pump or even start to squeeze at this price range to the price levels which I mentioned here before. So what we now have, of course, is we have here an oversold RSI situation. This is always healthy for SMCI. The last time when we had this situation was in April, guys, during the market shakeout. So this is for me already a buy signal. However, when we now go back here to the 4 hours chart, you can see that this indicator here created a lot of buy signals. Also here, guys, by the way, in the 4 hours chart, strong sell signal, bear alert signal after, and shortly after that, SMCI started to sell off, guys. So as I said, this is a very helpful indicator. I invested a lot of time and knowledge here to build that in the past 2 weeks. So guys, that means that we have here a buying signal based on the indicator. However, where is the support? In my opinion, there is not a strong support. Maybe here, as I mentioned before, I see that here using that candles, $43.45 could be the support price here for SMCI. We also see after this bullish breakout here that this price range here, $41, $39 here, is something going on in the chart. The bulls and bears are fighting here. So in a perfect trading world, guys, we will hold the price above $43.45. But keep in mind, there is one open gap here at $42.85. So when we close that gap, that would also be a healthy correction here after we come back to higher price levels. Very interesting chart. I wish you great success, guys. Don't forget to check out here my short squeeze stocks on Patreon. As I said, one of the tickers which I released on Sunday just started to pump yesterday. So a lot of content available there. If you don't want to miss any updates, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button. I hope that update here was helpful. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your loyal support. And see you in the next one. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.